The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Carson-Newman takes down Tusculum with a sweep. Eagles open up the SAC slate with sweeps for the first time since 2015. Coach, congrats on the win. Another efficient effort as well from your side. I think the efficiency really hit in the latter portions of that match. How are you guys, again, able to spread the wealth as much as you were again here today?
Starts with your first contact. We've been working hard at getting serve receive in place, and we've progressively gotten a little better each week and each day. And so I thought that was on display all weekend, especially today. And if you're putting the ball in system, you can distribute your offense and balance it out. And then you have hitters that are taking quality swings. And so even if you don't kill it, maybe you get an easier ball back so that you can balance out your offense and everybody gets involved. So I think it started with the ball control, especially today, that our setters could distribute and keep everybody kind of happy. It was like a quarterback with receivers.
We've talked about how experienced this group is. Well, you get that turnaround from a 7 o'clock to a 2 o'clock first time this year that you do it at home in a conference match. How important has the experience been of this group? Because last week you lost a match, you turned around, you were able to win an emotional match. Today, you didn't mess around. You didn't give up a set. You didn't have to go to 4 or 5. You were able to sweep again.
It's huge. Experience is massive for that because now there's a different level of composure. There's a different level of awareness of who do we want to be? What is our identity? Are we a composed team? Are we a competitive team? We've defined what it means to compete. And so there's an awareness there which affects the physical. And so to see this team grow up as much as it has, even from USC Aiken over the last 3 matches, of able to just compete and be who we want to be. We only had one moment of slipped composure in the third set, but there was an awareness in the timeout that, like, listen, here we go again, and we're frantic. Can we stay composed? We come out of the timeout, different little energy and mindset, execution goes up, and the game kind of rewards you. So that's an experience thing, and they're just growing even more and more mentally, which is going to be huge down the stretch.
One thing negative to potentially hit upon, I know you want to be a tough serving team, but you now have more service errors than aces on the season. They seem to rack up at times and stymie some of your rallies. Is it mental at this point, physical, and how do you correct it?
Both. There's things we'll look at on film to find out what's going on with each of their serves. We're always going to strive to be a tough serving team. We know we have to be that. It's an individual thing. We talk about our serve is ours. We've got to own it. It's a skill I can practice without anybody else. It's the only skill in volleyball you can practice without anybody else. And so one thing I know is the kids are committed to it. And so I told them we're not going to freak out and go, oh my gosh, we're missing, and put all this extra pressure on it. It's part of our identity. We'll go to work again on Monday, and we'll go through Tuesday, and we'll just keep working on it. And so I think they'll get over that hump, and by the end, we'll be who we want to be as a serving team.
You turn to the road now, 3 road matches next week. What's the preparation like with a short week to get ready for Mars Hill on Tuesday?
Take care of our bodies tomorrow. We just talked about in the locker room. Got to have a real commitment level to that. Monday will be kind of a shorter but very intense, crisp practice. Make sure that we're sharp. Take some things from this weekend and try to emphasize them a little bit in practice so we have an emphasis on Tuesday. And then go in there and control what we can control, how we compete, our composure. These things will always be under our control. And understanding who our opponent is. You know, Mars Hill's a team that's not going to hand you a bunch. You're going to have to stay the course and really what we call chop the tree with that team. And so I think we'll be prepared for that, and then we'll take care of our bodies again and get ready for a tough road weekend.
Coach, appreciate the time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Eagles sweep the Pioneers. For Dave Franklin, I'm Michael Watring, and this is the Eagles